heart and a desire for the unexpected. You embark on journeys to discover new worlds, full of wonder. You choose a path to awaken your senses, to feel the rush of life overwhelm you, a world to make you look up and realize just how inspiring this life can be. You ask, and we give you the royal experience. Arrive and awaken your heart. Explore life in ways only thought possible in your dreams. There are but a few places on earth so special, so unique, and so spectacular, where it becomes the rite of passage for the ambitious travelers, the courageous souls, to all have the one and only royal experience. That day when you look deep into your heart and leap into an ancient world so very different from your own, where magic, beauty, and love are shared forever, then you will have a royal experience. There is just one place on earth where the people make you feel a part of their kingdom, where you just might volunteer to awaken spirits, enrich minds, and work alongside communities to build, motivate, and inspire. This is truly the royal experience. When you dream of a different world, beyond the ordinary, beyond time, discover just how far you'll go to expand your understanding of life's greatest mysteries. There's just one place on this planet with so much to offer. Now is the time for you to have the royal experience.
Indzaba letikhulumisa ke indzaba yemandi eSwatini.
By 2030 lonke liswati kufuna libe line ukuthi lifikele emandini lahlandekile.
Vele ngiloko lesikufisako ukuthi emaswati kumbe asebenzele tindzaba nathi letilinyeva indzaba yebantu lababulawa ngulomuthi.
So nangabe lesimo sesikwengama, the next step vele ukuthi ushanyanza leyo.
We need to restore human dignity through the access of justice for everyone.
What is the center of legal aid ngilo ukuthi ifuna silingane phambi komthetho?
Join the conversation on Mbili Kanye Kanye with your host John Pires every Sunday at 6 p.m. only on Eswatini TV, Sibuko Semaswati.
Good afternoon. I'm Elizabeth Thatcher. I'm your new teacher.
I'd like to talk about what I expect from you. I expect you to pay attention when I'm speaking. I expect you to raise your hand when you would like to speak.
The school is in this saloon?
It's the only place big enough to hold our children, Miss Thatcher. We had requested a mature, experienced teacher, someone who would not shrink from the challenges that Coal Valley presents.
I realize I am perhaps not what you expected, but I assure you I am acquainted with the most modern teaching theories.
The superintendent of schools did tell you what happened here.
No, he didn't.
Renewal of TV licenses for 2024 is now open. Here is a quick reminder. A viewer's TV license costs 180 emalangeni per device. Other accessories such as decoders and set-top box cost 50 emalangeni per device. For traders and repairers, TV license costs 300 emalangeni per business area. And now, to pay your TV license, use these following methods. You can use MTN Mobile Money with the number 762222000 or dial *007*3*7#, or you can use Eswatini Imali. And you can pay our TV license at any post office in the country. Another option is you can use any NetBank branch using our TV license account number 119900430037. Don't forget, when paying for your viewers' TV license, reference with your PIN at all times. And when paying for a retailer TV license, reference with your TIN at all times. For more information, call us on 7802-4543 or 34050163 or 34020879. And you can send us a WhatsApp message on 762222000.
It's your golden hour. Oh, you slow down time in your golden
hour. Coming up on the Golden Hour, our entertainment report is up first. Entrepreneur, influencer, and reality TV star Zinzi Twala talks to us about a good life, work, business, and social media balance. Then Noktula Maba from the Youth Sustainable Development Center talks to us about International Youth Day. Good evening, everyone. TGH family, welcome to the show. Golden Hour on a Motivational Monday. Welcome to the show. My name is Nogupila Masangane ngomsombuluko. Njengehlala endeni yathi ukuthi ngomsombuluko, we give you a past start to a brand new week. Let's ngazange sesiphile kulo. It is by God's grace and mercy that we're living and we're kicking and we're able to even watch or tune on to the Golden Hour today on a Motivational Monday. Siyanemukela lihlelo ke lomhlalo jam-packed as always. It's a Monday. Sizama lokusemandleni ethu sihlelo Golden Hour ukuthi siqalise iviki lakho kahle nanoma ngabe imphela sonto yakho bengasiyo lemnanzi, but we try the best that we can on this day of the week to give you a past start and to give you a great start to a brand new week. Today is no different. It's a Motivational Monday and we stick to the theme, right? And it's still Women's Month. Last week we celebrated Women's Day, International Women's Day. September ukuthi ilanga libe lihle kakhulu. Kube buhlungu kakhulu salahlekelwa liqhawe elikhulu South Africa in the entertainment or acting industry. Savugana namhla savugana letinye ndzaba tibuhlungu kakhulu, but we touch on that and more on our entertainment report today on the show. We hope that you guys will love that. And of course, we do have amazing people in terms of guests today on the show. Back to back, we having conversations about today being International Youth Day, and of course, celebrating a young woman who's a trailblazer, who's doing a lot, who's inspiring a lot of women. She's a social media influencer and entrepreneur. She's a reality TV star and so many things that she does on the side. She works also, and she's able to dabble all of that, you know, and being a mom and so many other things. Skulmana Zinzi Twala today on the Golden Hour. We hope that you guys will love that conversation. And of course, before I get into everything we have for you today on the show, my partner is here, Noma. It's a Monday. How are you doing today?
I'm awesome. How are you feeling? Sasbuile.
Hey.
Sasbuile.
Yeah.
Sasbuile, guys. How are you feeling?
I'm fantastic, you know, chilled, you know, August. So I can't be happier.
How was your weekend?
My weekend was fantastic.
Okay.
I was resting because it's where weekend it was hectic.
Yeah.
So I had to have this one to myself.
Yeah.
I did some spa treatments, you know. I just had a beautiful weekend.
Guys, but
I know. We can't talk about your flu. Yours is deadly.
Mine are so
Yours
deadly.
is giving COVID.
I know.
Yours
Mine
is giving COVID.
Oh, mine was
I just
giving
caught
COVID.
a caught cold, you know, from
Okay.
Luju. And I just
Yeah.
you know, but now it's catching up with me.
You'll feel better, don't worry.
I hope so.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the show, The Golden Hour, guys. We are back on International Youth Day. It's a happy International Youth Day. Welcome to the show. This is the only show where we say hashtag Kumnanzaka. It's good to be home. It's good to be watching the show on a motivational Monday because it's Sabuga Inzaba nje ukuthi we're celebrating young people. We are going to be talking to an expert, guys. Lo khuluma lo nagathi inzaba tebamfila abasha ngisho kanjalo and sustainable development goals, which is something that has been declared by, you know, the UN and other organizations as well. So we're going to be having a very special guest today on a motivational Monday. But welcome, guys, and of course we like to inspire you guys. It's August already. We hope that you are keeping up to date with everything that you had set forth with 2024. Guys, I don't believe in quitters. You can still start on the things that you want to, so that 2025 at least you have something to follow up on.
Yeah, at least planning for the following week, because good, dangerous and deadly for you to start planning for namhla, you know. So yeah, so plan the earlier the better. You know, for 2025, you know, but you know, start now, the earlier the better. Today is what is called International Youth Day. International Youth Day, yes, it's International Youth Day. Skati noma langa noma lithuba lokuthi sibandla abasha stoyitoye singene emgwaqweni thina sikhulume ngetinkinga tethu. You know, this is a very important day. Lekhulumisa kakhulu in 2024 i-theme lethi from clicks to progress. Youth Digital Pathways for Sustainable Development. Young stars are the forefront of digital adoption and technology, you know. So, mhlaphlangeni waqala 1965, but this year in 2025, ematima ahluka njalo ngeminyaka, but this year in 2024 let's take advantage of our knowledge of, you know, the digital space, our knowledge of social media, knowledge of the internet and the latest in technology, you know, to progress, to better ourselves, you know. Field agriculture, what are some of the technicalities of agriculture that you could, you know, take advantage of, manipulate, you know, in order to improve or progress in that spectrum in agriculture. No matter television, you know, what is the latest in television to help you and your peers, your colleagues in that spectrum, which is a knowledge for technology, a knowledge for, you know, what we have or can use in the digital space as young people to take ourselves to the next level. That's what we're just being encouraged to do. But then this is a very important day. It encourages us to, you know, promote peace amongst ourselves as young people. Njengoba sengishilo silolanga lokuthi start asitoyitoye sihambe siyokhuluma inkinga tethu emgwaqweni ngeke uside ngalutho lokho enyalo tiside wena, you know. If lo mnye umuntu angakusidi, if what I expect from you I can't get, it means that I need to stand up for myself, show up for myself, and help myself whatever way that I can. So not wait for the next person to help me. It's International Youth Day. I hope that you guys, young people out there, take advantage of every opportunity that comes your way.
Yes, and speaking of the youth, I just hope that people are staying empowered through entrepreneurship skill, financial literacy, agriculture. If there's so much that you can do and learn from home that celebrates being African, but in turn you make a business out of it and you get money off of it and you can make a living off of it. So we hope that the youth stays empowered the entire time. So today also we're celebrating Vinyl Record Day. Celebrating disc logo Emma movini, guys, loku ngathi kuma disc nje ubeka insimbi la ngetulo and then it starts playing. So this day is just basically celebrate this vinyl, this day is just to establish kuti logo was a form of, you know, playing music and of course celebrating classical music. Most of the time we used to listen to this, or people back in the day used to play classical music using this type of, you know, a record record machine. And of course, one fun fact that I found about this is that depending on the speed at which the sound was recorded of the music, the vinyl record will need to be played at a corresponding speed of the record player. So I think speed udlala at, I don't know what speed, and then you could listen to your music. We're celebrating also a lot of people when it comes to classical music as well. We're celebrating a lot of people when it comes to pop music as well. But Michael Jackson definitely had their peak when it was still, you know, record labels such as these. So we're looking at that today on the show. I don't know much about it because movie 1986 ngiyawabona.
Yeah, I mean ngawakhanza noma yo.
Nemanga.
Ngawakhanza mbamba. I think usingawakhanza ima vinyl, you know, ekhaya bekhona le radio ledlala i-vinyl.
Really?
Yes. And growing up kwakune vinyl yehlala ikhona lapha. I never knew how to play it. It was my dad's,
okay.
You know. But ngiyakhumbula lenye langa ngikhipha and I played with it. That was the last time they saw it, you know. I didn't know where the others were kept. I lost it because that's nice. You know, yeah. So I've handled a vinyl, you know.
That's nice.
And then we got into an age of cassettes.
Yes.
You know, my cassette uyakumbula
what's
that thing? The tape, you know. Yeah, so yeah, I've touched a vinyl at
That's
least.
nice, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, my cassettes now, but
because there was cassettes before CDs.
There was cassettes before CDs.
Yeah,
So that's what we're celebrating today. Hey, Nokpila has memories of that. I'm so happy for her.
Sure.
Anyway, we have our random facts for today. What do you have for me?
Okay, so today I have something about women growing older every Wednesday at 3:30 p.m.
Ganjani. What do you mean?
So yeah, that's my random fact. So women look their oldest. I do not know how true this is, but I'd have to like take pictures and compare. You know, but see, women look their oldest every Wednesday at 3:30 p.m. I don't know whether old in terms of what wrinkles. What is it that they see to determine that women look older every Wednesday at 3:30 p.m.
Okay.
We need to do a test.
We need to do a test, but also we're testing the viewers.
Yeah.
Wednesday. Oh,
no,
but just 5:30.
But still, so by Wednesday.
That's true.
To look older, you know, by the Wednesday, you know, at 3:30 p.m. So that's my random fact.
Okay, it's an interesting random fact because we're halfway through the week, and of course we are tired. So I don't know. Maybe we do look our oldest. I think that fact is true.
Yeah.
My fact is basically talking about losing up to 30% of your taste buds, during a flight. So for those people that fly to Durban, those people that fly internationally to Dubai and stuff, apparently you lose up to 30% of your taste buds. And also this fact reckons that maybe this is why people think that plain food is very, very disgusting, because a lot of people complain about kudla kwasendizeni. So apparently the elevation of the plane to a certain extent is very detrimental to your taste buds. So ayehla kancane nga 30%. I don't know how true is that. If you've shared your flight for the first time and you ordered food, maybe you can confirm or deny this random fact that I have for you today.
Not unless you're gluten. Everything tastes good. Everything is just
tastes
perfect
fine,
in your tongue, you know. But yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
Let's take a short break, a breather, in fact, and come back with our entertainment report.
Alright guys, it's time for our entertainment report on the golden hour. Sikhuluma ke about a person that was very important in the entertainment scene, a person that was very important also when it came to just taking up space and alluding people, or should I say giving them recognition for all of the amazing work that they were doing. And she was sick recently, so Nokpila is going to tell us more about Nzalele Mbogazi.
Yeah, just last week we're mourning the passing of Connie Chume, a veteran South African actress who's just been remarkable, made a mark for herself globally, you know, been with Black Panther, Black is King, you know, and so many other movies, you know, international movies. But this time around, at Peli, Crown Gospel Music Awards founder, pioneer, visionary, and of course the FM radio presenter Zanele Mbokazi has passed away at the age of 52. This follows a statement shared by Mbokazi's husband, Bishop Mpendulo Nkambule, on the social. So earlier this year, Bishop Nkambule and of course the FM business manager, Sibongi Ngobo, announced that Mbokazi was diagnosed with lung cancer. The announcement was made following speculation about her health and absence from the airwaves. So Nkambule said his wife fell ill in April this year and was admitted to hospital after her condition worsened. He added that it was during an operation that Mbokazi underwent after experiencing shortness of breath, and that doctors discovered that she had lung cancer. So in June still this year, Mbokazi's friends and colleagues organized an evening prayer event at Senton Assemblies of God in Sunninghill, Joburg, after learning that the radio presenter was reportedly in a critical condition. Then, days before her death, the Crown Gospel Music Awards opened nominees for this year's award ceremony, and nominations closed. So it means that the show still goes on. Nomination closes on the 30th of September. This year's award ceremony is expected to take place in Gauteng later this year and will go on as planned. An event which was established in 2008, the awards took place in Joburg for the first time in over a decade last year. Yeah, kubuhlungu kakhulu. Zanele Mbokazi Nkambule is no more.
Yeah, I think she was trending not so long ago. She was at church and she was asking for prayer and stuff like that. She was such a warrior. Shame, guys. For the people that knew her, Sitsinje, guys, may her soul rest in peace, and we hope that her family and friends recover. Also, what we're looking at today is a girl that has been subject for a lot of, you know, should I say convenient weeks, if I do say so myself. Solo siyakhuluma indzaba ya Miss SA finalist Chidima Adechina, guys. We were talking about her just last week, Thursday. Guti, she basically withdrew from, you know, the Miss SA pageant. Nyalo ge setineng letisemateni nyalo Miss Universe in Nigeria invited her, passed a special invitation to her, and of course citizens criticized the invitation, stating that it was very unfair for the people that have actually put in the work go Miss Universe Nigeria. Laba applyile balanzela yonke le criteria kumele bayilandzele to be on the pageant. So Adechina, rather, age 23, announced on Thursday that she was pulling out of the Miss SA contest. And Miss Universe Nigeria, the organizer, said in a statement that they understood the challenges faced, which led to her decision to withdraw from the contest. The statement read, and I quote, "As a Nigerian by heritage, we would like to formally invite you to participate in the Miss Universe Nigerian 2024 pageant. This is an opportunity to represent your father's native land on an international stage." Finally, they're taking accountability for where she belongs, guys. And of course, they said that they encourage her to consider the opportunity and take part in a competition that celebrates the strength, intelligence, and diversity of a Nigerian woman. So others rather questioned whether she had the proper documentation to represent Nigeria, since she was born in South Africa and had South African citizenship. But mostly, about the fact that there should be, like, you know, equality when it comes to applying. There should be equality when it comes to, you know, guti siyangenela sonke, maybe we go for a photo shoot and stuff like that. The evaluation process should be the same. Just because she has, like, had a scandal in South Africa and she doesn't belong in South Africa doesn't mean that she must be, you know, taken on a silver platter. So basically, that's what people are complaining about. And I don't know what your feelings are about Adechina, but I don't know, guys. They must just let the girl rest. I mean, maybe they want to make her feel good about herself because, you know, confidence. Now your whole story is on social media. Your whole story is on the news as well. Local celebrities, people even internationally are talking about it. So maybe this was just some way a boost for her to, you know, fight back and just build back her confidence.
Yeah, the argument is that some Nigerians argue that she's not Nigerian enough.
Aye,
South African say she's not South African enough.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, this document, Shem, Adechina, you know, she should try acting or something.
Something else, ne?
Yeah, something else outside of,
not
you know,
pageants.
pageantry,
Yeah.
because you're representing a country, you're representing people, you know, yeah, so you have to be, you know, kind of part of an ethnic group in that country. So if there's few Nigerians there, so it's really hard, you know.
So cool.
Yeah, so one other story, you know, a local, you know, musician by the name Ladies Pesh is making waves, right? Ladies Pesh, ngoma yakhe noma uyambona lo uthandwa yimi.
Anyathi kahle yabona. Lena trend yakho kulamalanga. I've been seeing it on social media.
So this song has surpassed like a lot of views.
Okay.
You know, according to Iba, you know, of
yes.
you know, music videos that are uploaded by local musicians and artists, you know, she's surpassed that bar, you know, and she's amassed, you know, a large number of views on YouTube. You know, ingoma yakhe I've been playing it countless times also on Eswatini TV, but our entertainment reporter Noloazi has a better story about that.
Exciting news from the African music scene. The hit song Skia Senhlizio by South African DJ TPZ and Liswati artist Ladies Pesh from Shiselweni has just surpassed an impressive 1 million views on YouTube. This milestone not only showcases the soaring popularity of the song, but highlights the beauty of cross-border collaboration in music. Ladies Pesh shared her journey in creating Skia Senhlizio.
I thought of the phrase, the key to my heart. I did some research, because every time when I write music, I research so that music wami ube unique, kungabe ngazuthi ngibhala the same thing with other people.
Ladies Pesh, celebrated for her stunning voice and lyrical talent, expressed her joy in achieving this remarkable milestone and used this opportunity to inspire upcoming artists that are aiming to break into the music industry.
Okay, what I can say to my upcoming artists, bende a lot of research. Do research how to market your music and how I wish Emma Awati bigger still are corner, because now I form of motivation to ask. It's okay. It's unborn. We appreciate you. So I'll just say to the upcoming artists, push, and don't stop. And it's not late to discover yourself.
With such an inspiring reach, Skia Senhlizio is proving to be a powerful anthem of unity and talent in the vibrant landscape of African music.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're so happy eventually that, you know, our locals are doing great in the entertainment scene. Over 1 million views is what we are happy about. And of course, we wish that, you know, it trend in general, but upcoming, you know, take up the trend so that we also make it to the global stage. Nominated for my BET. Uncle Waffle, so guys, but we hope that, you know, this starts to great things. Also, what we're looking at on our local entertainment stories is the fact that the only female spinner there is in Eswatini will be celebrating her birthday. A birthday bash on September. Male spinner, September 28, 2024, and of course, but the lineup is insane. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to be coming through to Mavuso.
Get ready for an unforgettable celebration as we gear up for Dolly's birthday bash on the 28th of September 2024 at the iconic Spin Bash in Mavuso. This year, the fun gets a major upgrade with special appearances from Tato SA, famously known as Sis Maria, and SA Afropop duo Black Diamond. Dolly is a spinner from Eswatini who started spinning in 2011 as a member of the Stupid Crew, which later on changed its name to 007. His birthday celebration promises to be the event of the season. Everyone's favorite comedic entertainer, Sis Maria, known for his hilarious witchcraft-based skits, will light up the stage and bring humor and excitement to the night. And that's not all. Black Diamond, the dynamic junior from KwaZulu-Natal, known for their hit songs Mzini Kababa, Love Letter, Ipanoi, and of course their energetic performances will also be gracing the stage. Supporting acts for the birthday bash are Zulu D, Lady Z, the Bishops, and many more. So mark your calendars for the 28th of September and join the Spin Bash in Mavuso for Dolly's spectacular birthday party.
Well, that's it for our entertainment report today on the Motivational Monday. Let's take a short break. When we come back, we have Zinzi on the studio.
Kude lesinye isikhathi ngaphandle kwalesi.
Aba research bafunze.
Being risky means ukuthi nalokuwa kwayo kulula.
Nathi kufuna sende ukukhiqiza lokho kusembili.
Welcome back to the show, Sona Sehleni Golden Hour on Eswatini TV. Hashtag Kumnanza Kaya. Kumnanza at this point because we do have the amazing Zinzi Twala, right, with us. She's an entrepreneur, social media influencer, fashionista, reality TV star. She's a mom. She does all of these things, right? And she works even, you know. She's telling us about that today on the Golden Hour and how she balances, you know, all of those things in her life. And Nauti, it's Women's Month. You know, we just want to get into her space, her life, and get to know her today. Zinzi, how are you doing today? Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me in Kaya.
You are quite busy. Very busy.
Extremely, and it's not a great thing.
And I know that you tried the best that you can to fit us in your schedule today.
Yes,
you know, and make it to the show. We are quite honored to have you today.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
thank you, thank you.
Yes, tell us a bit about you. Introduce yourself to our viewers. Sengishidom ukuthi wena wenda bo reality TV batawubona ke batawati soon or later, you know, because now city you're a reality TV star in the country.
What do they mean?
What is it that we're talking about, right? Who is Zinzi?
Oh, okay. I don't even know where to start. And not in a boastful world, just because I think I've accumulated a lot of things over a long time.
Yeah.
I'm a qualified communications strategist.
Okay.
Qualified media manager.
Okay.
I'm also a mom. I think that's my favorite title.
Must be fun, right?
Yeah. I'm a mom. I'm an entrepreneur. But also I'm a country manager for a company that's South African based but has a local office here in Swaziland.
Wow. How do you do that, Zinzi? You know, what was the first thing that introduced Zinzi to maybe us as the public, to the entire world, let's put it like that, because the moment you get into social media, you're introducing yourself to the entire world, you know, but how did you get out there?
Okay, I don't know. I wish we could ask the people, right?
How they
but
knew you.
I really think my interaction on social media. I'm a big Instagrammer in terms of like I always post and I'm always, you know, updating people on what's going on in my life and what I'm trying to do. And I think that's why even going into entrepreneurship, I had like a community of people follow me into that space.
Yeah.
Because so I think that's how people got to know me, my brand, and everything that I do, social media, and just being active on the platforms.
Active on the platform. You know, how do you get a good balance? You know, you work, you know, you're country manager for this organization. You know, you manage your own social media, which is a job on its own. You know, you've got, you know, your entrepreneurship on the side. You know, how do you balance that in a week?
Work-life balance, right?
Yeah.
That's a really hot
it's
topic.
Tricky, but I believed you would, you know, try.
I mean, I don't think we can ever really find a balance, but it's just an attempt, I think. I think when I was still working in corporate, I made a promise to myself. I think corporate or like working 9 to 5 is very demanding. That you forget to spend time with family, you forget to rest, you forget to, you know, take time out for yourself. And I think when I stopped being in corporate, I made a promise to myself to make space for those things because I would burn out. I wouldn't be inspired. My creativity would be, you know, knocked over. So I really tried to like balance out my work with just some me time, family time, friends time, and all of those things.
So you do have brackets for that in your calendar?
I mean, no.
What does it look like?
It's not that formal. It's not that formal. I work to a certain extent, and I just say, okay,
just listen to your body. And,
if I can, the next day or the next week or with the next project. I'm intentional about that time with family and friends and just with myself.
Interesting, right? Yeah. So now let's talk about where do you find, or how do you find all this time, you know, to create such beautiful content, premium quality social media content, you know, Instagram, YouTube. I follow you on YouTube too. You know, where do you get the time to create such quality content? Sabawell.
What's for Sabawell? I don't get time. So this is how I look at my presence on social media. I don't curate content. And when I say curate, there are people who go to specific places so that they can create content.
Some people book like
but they
spots,
like just to create content. I don't necessarily do that unless I'm working on a campaign. Unless I'm working with a brand. So the content that I create is organic. I just take you along my journey. I document the things that I do and not necessarily curate it, so that as I'm doing the things that I'm supposed to do,
so that's the
content. Yes, that's the content. So I don't have to like make time. It's okay. Now I'm champagne, breakfast. Yeah.
Okay, so how do you prioritize tasks now, you know, according to maybe their order of importance? I know you said something about, you know, and to listen to, you know, your emotions, how you feel, your instincts, whatever, you know, and decide, you know what, it's time up for this. It's time for me to go and check on friends and family, you know. But do you prioritize tasks, you know, certain things first and others follow?
I'm very horrible at that. I'm very, I think my friends would tell you, my family, I'm very horrible at prioritizing things. And I think the best way I get stuff off my desk is as things come in, I push them out, you know. So which is horrible because some things are more important than others. But I'm still trying to find a balance. But definitely, I
push at
the same time. So yeah, I don't really have that locked in yet.
Okay, so now after a very long week, maybe a day of working, you know, could be, you know, you're at your salon, you know, hectic weekend dip, bushfire, people want to look good and all that, you know, back from work on a Friday and so many other things that you do, you know, how do you unwind, you know? You need to rest, you need me time, like you said, you know, how do you get back to yourself and wusa?
How do I unwind? Like after a random day, most days it's just literally focusing on my son. He's very chatty, he likes drawing, we love reading together. So for me, that's unwinding because then I don't have to think about spreadsheets and finance and how much we cashed in and how much we balanced. We literally just spend time and I just listen to him. He usually takes the conversation wherever, and for me that's unwinding because I get to talk about, you know, what 7-year-olds talk about.
Lame.
Exactly.
Maybe not.
Exactly.
Doesn't shy. You know, okay, so now you recently reopened your beauty lounge, your beauty parlor. Right? Authentic is back. You know, I remember when you announced, Kuti, you'll be going off for some time because you're doing renovations and all of that. So your lounge is back again. And I saw some pictures, you know, actually went there, you know, past there, actually. You know, I think it was a day before the opening. There's your pictures. It looks stunning from outside in. You know, what can we expect from, you know, the reopening of Authentic?
Okay, so Authentic Beauty House, for people who don't know, is a salon. But we've just made it, we call it a beauty house because we've just packaged it for like a one-stop shop, right? We have a nail technician, we have a barber, we have ladies that cut hair, that do hair. We have a lady that does foot massages, we do lashes, and we also sell wigs, right? We sell hair. So as closing, we just wanted to create a space where everything is all-inclusive, where you come in, we do your makeup, we do your hair, we do your nails, we cut your hair, and you're out of there, right? So you don't have to go to different places in town to get that service, and that's what I wanted to do. So with us reopening, we are full-on beauty house, inviting everybody that doesn't know. We are located at Checkers Business Park in Babane. And yeah, that's what we are doing. And for what people can expect, consistency in what we always give, which is service.
Exactly.
Consistency in our service, that's what we've always tried to maintain, and that's what we're currently, you know, offering.
Ooh, movers and shakers, right? Okay, before you go, I've just a few questions for you.
Okay.
Just to get to know you a bit, you know. Yes.
Should I be scared?
Don't be scared.
Okay.
It's simple things, right?
Okay.
So, red or pink?
Red.
Why red?
I'm not a girly girl.
Oh, you're not a girly girl.
Yeah, so pink is giving girly girl.
Paris or New York Fashion Week?
Paris.
Ooh,
because I get to eat as well.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Nicki Minaj or Cardi B?
Cardi.
Cardi.
Yeah.
Okay. So, straight hair or curly hair?
Straight.
Okay.
All straight, baby.
Okay. Bungee jumping or zip lining?
Zip lining, please.
Okay. Bonang Mateba or Mini Dlamini?
Bonang.
All the way, right? Okay. Do you follow the Olympics?
Kind of.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Okay. Letsile Tebogo or Noah Lyles?
Tebogo.
All the way, right? Okay.
Please.
So, Pirates or Chiefs?
Chiefs.
Chiefs. Hey, yeah, Liwa Mosi Chiefs.
Agnenzaba.
Okay. Eswatini TV or DSTV?
Oh. Please, where are we?
Hey,
please, where are we? Eswatini TV. No, this is where the local people are represented
this
well.
Is home.
So this is always home. We can, of course, DSTV say bugela, but it's
Quickly, your advice to the women out there. It's Women's Month. What would you like to say to them?
My go-to advice. You can't pour from an empty cup.
Okay.
And I think for women it's even more important because we always put ourselves last. We put family, friends, kids first. So for me, always try to fill your cup first before you can pour out. Otherwise, you're going to be pouring or operating from empty.
Yeah. Zinzi, thank you so much for being with us today in the Golden Hour, sharing your wisdom, sharing your life, sharing a piece of your time with us. We know that you're really busy. Thank you so much for making yourself available today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, that is Zinzi with us in the Golden Hour today, talk to us about, you know, how to balance work, life, business, social media. You know, not long ago in the show, Skulume would say, how do we balance up this whole thing about social media? Because we are fun and get social media, but you know, how much time do you spend there? You know, you need the right people to tell you, you know what, social media is good, but you have to use it for the right reasons. Don't go and book sports or places, hotels and all that for you to just try and create content. You know, share your real life. Share on social media. People will just love and appreciate that kind of content. We hope that you love today's interview with Zinzi. We take a short break on the Golden Hour and we come back with so much more.
Be sure to catch Business Watch every Wednesday between 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. where we feature the latest updates on business news, market trends, and exclusive interviews with industry leaders, as well as insights on emerging small and medium enterprises in the commercial sector. Business Watch, your business leader.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. You're still tuned in on the Golden Hour. Namuhla celebrate Bamfula Basha, and we want you guys to join in on the celebrations with us, commemorations with us, as we have Nogutula Mamba, Executive Director with Youth Sustainable Development Center, Bamfula Basha. And today we just want to have a conversation with her, learn from her, Guti, where are we as a country, and of course, Guti le center yabo yendanjani, yen isita Bamfula Baganjani, and of course, ingansita ganjani nenhlete makaya nibugele. So we hope that you join in on the conversation because it's going to be a delightful one as we are celebrating the youth of Eswatini. Hello, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you, Nomalungelo?
I'm great. Thank you so much for honoring our invite. I'm so excited to be talking about Natis Basha, so it makes sense.
I totally understand, and it's a pleasure to be here. I'm so happy to be sharing as a young person and also just discussing on the impactful work that young people in the country are doing in terms of digital inclusion, and of course sustainable development.
All right. So before we get there, can you tell me more about the center? What does it do? What are you guys focused on in terms of, you know, sustainable development and of course young people?
So Youth Sustainable Development Center is a Eswatini-based non-profit organization that works with young people to drive sustainable development from community level to national level and also to global platforms. Basically, we believe on harnessing the power that young people have for positive change. There's so much energy and so much ideas that young people have, and they are so much needed when we talk about building the future that we all want, which is inclusive of everyone, inclusive of vulnerable and marginalized people, especially young women or people living with disability. So basically what we do is to enhance their skills, entrepreneurial and job skills that are needed for the future. We also work with them as youth leaders in terms of their participation and engagement in civic matters and policy discussion. We also work with them into looking into what ideas are needed or what measures can we take now in addressing issues of climate change and our environment that is very critical.
All right. So basically, it's giving a center whereby there's a lot that's going to be learned aside from, you know, entrepreneurship, now civic matters. That's what you're talking about, right?
Oh yes, we are basically on the ground in communities, ensuring that young people are also sharing their own voice or ideas on how we should be governed on the country, on what is it that they actually want in terms of governance structures, in terms of priorities, development priorities that the country is taking. We want young people to be also part of the table and also to own the development.
Okay.
Yeah.
And given the high unemployment rate in the Kingdom of Eswatini, it makes sense for like young people to take a stand and to fight for what is right and to fight also for such opportunities whereby connect for Lalsito. Anyway, moving forward, I want to find out, we're speaking about young people, and I think we cannot celebrate young people enough because bamfula bangane noma bamfula basha bangumliba loya embili, as the saying says. So why is it important for us to commemorate this day?
It's very important because as an organization, we do not believe that they are the leaders of the future, but they are leaders of today. So for them to be better leaders as adults, they need to start practicing that today. So basically, International Youth Day seeks to highlight them as youth leaders, and also it seeks to now look into what is working in terms of youth development at now at global level, national level and community level, and what is not working and what is it that can be done working with young people as partners, as stakeholders, not just as beneficiaries of some of already the initiatives that are in place.
Okay, that's very interesting. And this year in particular, Sakul Manja, about commemorating the day, we're talking about digital inclusion. So let's talk about entrepreneurship, focusing on the digital era. What can you tell me about that?
It's a very growing economy when you talk about the digital economy in terms of entrepreneurship. And one thing that has been highlighted that the youth from Africa, especially from Southern Africa, are lagging behind. The digital divide is just a bit of a huge gap, whereby we have a number of young people who should be participating fully in the digital space, whether as digital entrepreneurs or offering their digital skills for certain services, but they are not tapping into the digital economy. So basically now digital inclusion is looking into how can we ensure that our young people are part of the digital space. They have the relevant skills to utilize the digital platform that are there. They are able to acquire the knowledge. They're able to use the infrastructure, or even to say, do we even have the infrastructure? And if you say now someone is a digital or is an entrepreneur in the digital space, what support do they need and what are the challenges that they are facing as entrepreneurs? Because if we just know in Eswatini as an entrepreneur, it's very challenging. Now can you imagine as a youth entrepreneur in a digital space whereby you have a lot of people who are still skeptical? And we always say, thank God to COVID. So many people manage to now also take the whole digital space as a serious space that can also provide some sort of monetary value, because back then it was just like, oh, you can also type, oh, you can also chat to your friends on social media. But now it's no longer like that. We're seeing so many people starting up businesses that look into software, that look into issues of training other young people to have the necessary digital skills. We're seeing so many young people coming up with companies that look into how can we also take marketing from just how it was basic to now things like digital marketing, as we are all moving to digital platform. We're looking into young people coming up with digital businesses or e-businesses, which has been very much interesting to watch, especially when you look at all those online businesses that young people are actually coming up with and are actually working for them, because they actually assist them to save up from a number of costs from hiring a number of people. Like if you have a store, you have to hire 2 or 3 people to look after it. But if you're operating a business online, it's probably 1 or 2, because there are tools that have been developed for you to utilize other than hiring another person. And then you look into the cost of actually paying rent. So now you move away from all those costs, you are able to maximize your profit. So that's the other benefit of digital inclusion and youth participation in the digital economy.
I think I've been exposed to like young people coming up with different apps as well. And I see that we do have the potential as young people and, you know, as leaders of today to come up with different creative, unique ideas. Anyway, just talking about the Youth Sustainable Development Center, what is your plan for 2024 going forward? Programs now.
We'll be implementing a number of programs, especially looking at youth participation and engagement. So we are currently implementing a number of programs looking into how young people can actually fully participate and fully be engaged from community to at national level, and also building their capacity as youth leaders to say, if you're invited to a table, this is how you should actually present yourself. This is what is happening in the space. This is how you can be a good representative of young people. And also we are doing a lot in terms of also enhancing their skills for advocacy through art. We'll be having a training this Thursday, and then we'll be having an exhibition end of the month, and then we'll also be doing some short course on how young people can localize SDGs to drive community development. So we're trying to build the skills of young people who are community developers, coming up with a number of initiatives to drive development in their communities, because now we're not longer talking about someone who brings positive change, but we'll also look into how you can use your entrepreneurial skills, which is basically social entrepreneurship. How can you use your entrepreneurial skills to drive social change in your community?
That's very beautiful. Like, I hope, you know, the Youth Sustainable Development Center has nothing but good things only. Unfortunate, because of time, we didn't even get to talk about the challenges facing the youth, but I hope that this is not the only time you're coming to the show. So I hope that the conversation but thank you so much for being with us and talking to us about what the future looks like for Eswatini, especially when it comes to the digital era. Thank you so much, Mamba.
Thank you so much, Nomalinga. It was a pleasure.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's our beautiful guest today on the show, executive director, guys. That means that you guys can also do it. I like when female leaders are winning, and I hope that she's an example herself, that you guys can be anything that you want. We're celebrating young people. But with that being said, guys, let's take a short ad break. We'll be right back on the show.
It's your golden.
As the saying goes, education is the key to unlock the golden door of freedom. Great news for the learners. Eswatini TV brings back the home learning with a wide range of subjects for the grade 7s, Form 3s and Form 5s from the safety of their home.
Change in speed, and there's no change in wavelength, meaning that the wavelength of the incident wavefronts.
Watch home learning every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. only on Eswatini TV. Sibugo Semaswati.
Hey, it's Nelson Makanya here. Let me take you through a tour of your own cities and your own country. This is the Kingdom of Eswatini. Join us and let Buhlebetu inspire you to be an A tourist in your own city and your own country. Experience a virtual tour of exciting places in and around Eswatini. We look out for exciting and adventurous places for families and individuals to enjoy right here in the Kingdom of Eswatini. Let's go. Unwind and dine on Eswatini soil. Enjoy the experience and savor every waking moment.
Well, we have to close the show, a golden hour on a motivational Monday. It's time for us to take a look at what happened today in history. In 1961, East Germany began the construction of what is called the Berlin Wall, which served as a symbol for the Cold War, separating East Berlin from West Berlin in 1989.
And also what we're looking at is the fact that South Africa was excluded from the Olympics, in 1964 because of its racism policies. And we do have birthdays today on the show. We are celebrating Yvette Nicole Brown. She's basically an African-American actress, songwriter. The list is endless. That's who we're celebrating today on the show. Who's your birthday?
Okay. So Cara Delevingne, yes. She's 32. She's so young.
Yeah.
Right? So Cara Delevingne turns 32 today, born in 1992. So we have to close the show. Unfortunately, it was a beautiful show. I love the conversation about youth. I love the conversation about, you know, celebrating women. You know,
yeah, I think Zinzi for me is quite exceptional. She's doing a lot of things, different things, and she's
a super woman.
She's a superwoman. I think it's
You'd have
good
to
to
follow
say
her
that.
social media to see that.
I know, like she's very exceptional, guys. So we hope that you had a great time with us today on the show, and we hope that you never stop watching the Golden Hour on Eswatini TV. We'll see you guys tomorrow on a Health Tuesday.
Angikubingelele mbukele emsakazo wakho Eswatini TV. Themkosi Mbuyisa mbukeli, ngiyakubingelela, ngiyakuvusela, ngiyakwemukela mbukeli sehlelweni lakho lithini libandla. Mbukeli leli hlelo akhona siba khona indzaba tetenkolo sathela khona embhalweni lokulevula ngulonkulu. Ehlelweni ngembukeli ngiba nabo bafundisi noma bana baqeqeshekile ngato indzaba tetenkolo. Bese ke mbukeli siba nesihloko bese kulandzela abantu abafanele betosichacha kulesihloko. Ngiyakholwa mbukeli ukuthi bafundisi kulandzela bona uyasitakala kakhulu ngolapho ekhaya sibhalele ke mbukeli inombolo likhona mabona kutse usho umuvo wakho ungabhala futhi nembuto wakho mbukeli ofuna sikusite ngako ngiyakwethembisa mbukeli ukuthi utawusitakala lamhla ke mbukeli nje ngenhlala yenda angihambi ngedwana eceleni kwami nje ukhona make mkhokheli ex wakasimelane usuka lapha ebandlela the Throne of Grace Bible Church disembekelweni mlomdzala kahamba edwana uhamba na Mr ML wakamamba usuka lapha esiphofaneni ebandleni lase Kingdom of Heaven Worship Center International. Angithathe lethuba ngiphinze ngivusele emkhokheni.
Siyabonga babemboyisa, asivusele babemboyisa, sivusele nebabukele emakhaya. Sibonga umusa sesiphindze sikhona nanamuhla.
Hawu Nkosi yami. Angithatha thuba ngivusele Ntuleni.
Siyabonga Mbuyisa babe siyavusela sivusele nasemakhaya ikakhulu ukuvusela libandla laNkulunkulu.
Amen. Mbukela mhla ke sibuka nje ama challenges faced by bantu labahlala nebafundisi. Siyathi ukuthi maningi kakhulu manje lamhla ke batasichazela abantu labadzala ngoma vele bahlala nabo bafundisi. Angicale ngawe Nkosi. Kuthi nase kufikwa lekhaya Mambalenza. Akwendekini ukuthi make umfundisi bese uyachubeka nokuba ngumfundisi kanti phela sosekhaya nyalo.
Mbuyisa angeke ngithi akwendeki. Kuyendeka ngoba wonke umuntu nje uba nawe emaphutha. Kulo wakami ke make lo